Hi, this is Vic, and I'm going to be talking about my 2014 Cadillac ELR once again. The first slide I'm going to show you will be with my car plugged in and it's charging. Now, in other presentations, I've mentioned the cord that's approximately 15 feet long that is used to charge the car. This is a screenshot, a photograph showing my car being charged or plugged in to be charged. And there you see the access port is in front of the driver's side door. It looks like, from the outside, it looks like a few filler door. And this was taken on November 27th, 2015. That's inside the garage at this point. And here's a driver's side shot of the vehicle, just to talk about overall, the car overall, and some of the major components and how they work together. As you saw in the previous slide, right behind and a little above and behind the front wheel on the driver's side, there's the access port to provide access to the electrical connection to plug in the vehicle using the standard accessory or charge cord that comes with the vehicle. And under the center console runs the power supply. That is what's being charged when the car is plugged in. The power supply runs under the center console between the driver's seat and the passenger seat, and it comes to a T under the back seat. I've been told that that's the same way for the Chevrolet Volt as well. It also comes to a T under there, under the back seat. And then the car does carry its own generator. It has a generator to generate electricity, because the car is an electric car, period. It just requires electricity. Doesn't matter where the electricity comes from. It can come from being charged in, being plugged in. As you see, my car is plugged in right there. The electricity can come from being plugged into an electrical outlet and charging the power supply, or it can come from the gasoline engine. The car does have an engine, and the engine is the prime mover for a generator, electricity generator. And because it's a generator, it's a fact that generators are designed to run at one certain speed, depending upon the system. It's at one set speed. And the system that we're talking about right now is the ELR. And the generator in this case is designed to run at 1800 RPM in order to generate electricity. It's independent of the speed of the vehicle, because when the foot is placed on the accelerator pedal, what the driver is directly affecting is electricity to the motors that drive, or current flow to the motors that drive the front wheels. It's a front wheel driven vehicle driven by electric motors. So the car needs electricity. And like I said, the engine is a prime mover for a generator to generate more electricity. Should the car need to be plugged in or start to run out of electricity, if the user should forget or fail to plug it in, or if I'm driving long distance. And as a result of it being an electric vehicle, for some reason, I see no exhaust, no tailpipe protruding from the rear of the vehicle. Now there is a small exhaust pipe somewhere on the underside of the vehicle, but apparently it's not required to have one like regular gasoline powered vehicles are. There's another shot of my ELR plugged in, and unfortunately it is now dirty. I should have washed it before. I should be ashamed of putting something like that on the net, huh? And there it is once again plugged in, and this time it is outside of the garage. There's the garage door. It came down. I closed the garage door on the cord. Yes, that's correct. And I know for a fact that in my particular case, this garage door does not put sufficient amount of pressure on the cord at all. In case there's anyone that that may be suspecting that, but it's not. And one of the advantages of the extended range electric vehicles produced by General Motors, that is the Cadillac ELR and the Chevrolet Volt, is that they can be plugged into any standard household electrical outlet. These cars can be plugged into any standard electrical outlet. I, in fact, have not run into any household outlet that I cannot use. If I can reach it with my cord, then in my experience, it's been usable by my car. And some folks will say that you need to be careful because it's going to draw too much power, put too much of a drain on the electrical system of a house. Well, it may and it may not. But the fact is, there are vacuum cleaners that are sold in big box stores that draw more current than my Cadillac ELR draws by default. By default, my ELR will draw approximately 8 amps, put an 8 amp load on a household outlet. There are vacuum cleaners that boast of 12 amps and 15 amps. My ELR will draw approximately 8 amps when it's charging, when it's being charged. So, and there's a driver's side view. There's a view of from the outside, the driver's side of my 14 ELR. Now, at the time I purchased my ELR, the advertisement said, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was somewhere they estimated that the MPG rating was in the mid-30s. And it's been my experience that that is grossly underestimated. Well, that was November 27th. I went to the wrong slide. But that shows 83.5. My lifetime MPG is now 84.0. That's just average. I do not use gasoline every day. Most days I do not use any gasoline. And this is showing a lifetime of 84.0 miles per gallon. Now the ELR is it's a very strong vehicle, except 0 to 60 times. If you're a performance enthusiast, you may not be impressed by you probably will not be impressed by the 0 to 60 times. But the car is very, very strong. Extremely strong. People who have rode in my car with me that were unaware that it was an electric car are very impressed by the fact that the feeling that they get from the acceleration. They're very impressed and surprised by it. But I'm going to get back to, I started babbling about some things that I probably should not have babbled about. Once again, like I said, the ELR and the Chevrolet Volt are truly electric vehicles. The front wheels, they are both front wheel drive, and the front wheels are driven by electric motors. No electricity means you don't drive these cars. The engine under the hood, like I said, is a generator. The generator is powered by gasoline. You can have a generator that is powered by other forms of fuel. It doesn't have to be gas, but it makes sense that it's gasoline because gasoline is readily available all over this country and all over any city. So that, I guess that makes sense. But gasoline right now is relatively cheap. The date of this recording is December 5th, and right now here in the state of North Carolina, gasoline is approximately $2 a gallon. And gasoline prices will vary wildly, as we all know. Anywhere from 2 to 5 to whatever. 2 to 5 gallons, $2 to $5 a gallon, depending upon the weather or the time of year. But let's see. I didn't mean to babble on gasoline so long. But I'm thoroughly impressed by what Chevrolet, what Cadillac, what GM, and through its Cadillac division and its Chevrolet division have done with the ELR and the Chevrolet Volt. I'm glad that the cars do not appear to be, they don't look highly unusual like some of these import vehicles look like giant sneakers on wheels, and they look absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure why they choose to look so weird. But anyway, the Cadillac ELR does look like other Cadillacs, and I'm kind of disappointed a little bit in that regard. I think the ELR should look a little, keep the Cadillac style, but still make it a little more, add something to it to make it a little more unique because of its unique drivetrain and engineering plant. But it is a good-looking vehicle nonetheless. Hi, this is a quick plug for the CyberKnife. The CyberKnife can cure cancers or can kill cancers or tumors anywhere in the male or female body or brain. Just about anywhere in the male or female body or brain. I'm living proof because it cured my prostate cancer in 2007 without surgery. The scenario for curing my prostate cancer was like this. For 5 days in a row, I would drive to a hospital that had a CyberKnife facility on my way to work. That's right, I drove to and from work every single day for 5 days in a row. There was absolutely zero interruption between my relationship with my wife. Yeah, there was no interruption in that area. And without surgery was the key for me. I did it without surgery. I remained fully clothed. The computer-controlled robot aimed accurately at my prostate, and it took about 45 minutes. And the CyberKnife can kill cancers or tumors anywhere in the male or female body. But right now, my emphasis is on defeating prostate cancer. And if you go to cyberknife.com, you can use the search functionality in the website to find the CyberKnife location. You can find it by entering your zip code. You can find a hospital that has a CyberKnife, and the website will tell you which one is closest to you. I was fortunate in that I was able to just get up 15-20 minutes earlier than normal in order to be at my daily treatments on my way to work. I would stop and be treated and then continue on my job on my way to work. And the CyberKnife will treat tumors or cancers virtually anywhere in the human body in a similar fashion without surgery. No cutting is involved.